All right, so this Knife Thoughts video is going to be a look at this knife. And as you can see, this is the Great Eastern Cutlery Titty Cutlery number 85 crown lifter in natural canvas micarta. And I just wanted to say before we get into the knife itself that this is more of an overview video. It's not exactly an unboxing because I have opened the knife already, but it's closer to that than a full review. I actually just got back from the factory where I got this knife, and I haven't had a chance to carry or use it or even really take a super in-depth look at it yet. So I am going to be doing a review of all three versions of this knife that come out, so definitely subscribe to my channel and hit the bell for notifications so you know when I post that video. But I wanted to make this video because this is the first version of this knife that is being made, and although most dealers have dropped this version already, there are, I think, at least a couple that haven't, and there are two more versions of this knife coming. There is the Dead Skunk Acrylic and the natural bone. So I wanted to give you a chance to kind of see what you're going after if you try to get one of those. And like I said, I got this from the factory. I was up that way and decided to stop in, and they had these stickers, which are pretty cool. Now, another thing that I will try to kind of get more info on for the full review is I have seen some background info on the Marilla spring water thing, although I'll have to take a look at that again to give the full story there. I don't know what the WRC is, but I'll give them a call or an email and try to figure it out. But like I said, this is the first version that's coming. It is in natural canvas micarta. It did come with a pin. So as you can see there's the little elf guy carrying the bottle. And the bottle here says GEC, so don't know why the difference, but interesting. So let's take a look at the knife. So I wanted to get these because I just think they're really cool. I like that GEC is doing these kind of quirky things like the beer and sausage knife and the Urban Jack, and now this. They have done 85s with bottle openers or cap lifters or crown lifters or whatever you want to call it in the past, but these ones have this really cool kind of curvy bottle shield. And this looks like a really old-fashioned Pepsi or Coke or, some kind of, pop, or what some people call soda. What we call here in Pennsylvania, at least Western Pennsylvania, pop, but a lot of people call it soda. An old-timey pop bottle. And I think it's really cool. It's kind of detailed. Now, there's a little bit of gap there at the bottom on this one, but otherwise fit pretty well. You can even see there's a little lip there where the actual lid is on that. So really, really cool. And the micarta in this is nice looking. I like the look of it. And you can see this is well fitted on the back springs. No gaps there that I can see. Same deal on the pins, nicely fitted there, nicely fitted. I don't see any gaps there. Do you? No, not really. Maybe a very tiny gap right there. But kind of satin bolsters and shield, and it has a long pull on the blade and then a nail nick on the bottle opener. I really like that because you can get at this pretty easily and also get at this still. But it has a pretty nice pull. It has like a 6-ish, yeah, 6-ish, maybe even a little bit more, but close to 6. Really nice pull, really nice action. Let you hear it. And one thing about the 85s, they did 85s relatively, I guess, a couple years ago. They did one in banana bone that I got, and it was cool, but I didn't love, that the tip sat kind of proud. This one doesn't really seem to sit proud. Maybe it's close to it, but it doesn't really seem to be proud. It is pretty close. I worry about dropping the kick on these because this really fat spear makes it so you have to be really careful about dropping the kick, or you might get blade wrap. I'm just noticing there is a little bit of a scratch there. This is the second time it's been out of its wax paper, so I think that must have been like that from the factory. But it does also here have, see if I can get it to show, this pretty cool etch. I mean, I'm not always super into big etches, but I think it's pretty cool. It would go away if it was a user. But nice action, and no blade wrap that I can feel as of now. Don't feel any on there as of now. So something I'll watch for if I decide to use this version. I don't know which version I'm going to decide to keep. Speaking of that, in the full review with all 3 versions, I'll show it next to a Beer Scout, a beer and sausage, and a beer and sausage to the other 2 GECs. Oh, and a Texas camp knife that have bottle openers. So definitely check that out. But here's the bottle opener. They work really well. I haven't used this one yet, but it's, you know, very similar. The bottle opener actually has the tag stamp number on it. It can be used as a screwdriver, you know, maybe a little bit of prying or something like that. When you use it like that, you want to hold on to the tool, not the handle, just so it doesn't loosen the pivot. But yeah, really nice snap on that also. You can hear that. Very, very nice. Pretty strong too. Definitely more of a 7 on that one. So yeah, seems really nicely done. Very well made. I like the look of it, and I'm really excited for the other versions. So like I said, I will do a full review on all 3. So if you're interested in that, keep an eye out, follow the channel and everything. Also check out my social media, Instagram, Facebook, stuff like that, and my website, knifethoughts.com, where I post articles on knives like this and related topics. I am now selling knives through my website, not as a dealer or in a dealer capacity, but when I decide to let go of something from my personal collection, I am kind of still in the testing it out phase of doing it through my website. So you can keep an eye out on that. And as always, don't forget to go out and do good.